and some of the works that they've been doing within the Muslim community and the national community. Founded in 1990, the National Muslim Business Council has currently developed a large following, large group consisting of 3,000 members and 21 associations around the country, including the New Africa Business Association located right here in Chicago. The current president is David K. Hassan, and he currently strives with the National Muslim Business Council towards achieving its mission goals. These mission goals include the establishment of an association that will bring Muslim businesses and the general business community together in a collective entity, to develop local partnerships and network services for the benefits of the members of this membership, to promote moral excellence in America's business life, to organize a business strategy to support Muslims in the state and around the country and make investments in each other, and to strengthen and share the responsibility for the community economic development and unification with an international perspective. Just take a second to think about that as far as what that organization entails. I mean, essentially what it comes down to is a network in which we're coming together to share resources. A business community, which is desperately needed for our community. The truth is we don't have the power that other organizations or other groups have, such as numbers or economic value. So we really have to be careful of how we continue forward, not independently, but as a collective. Because, I mean, they say it all the time, divided we fall, united we stand. So in order to succeed financially and economically, we have to stand united and to help each other develop with the resources that we currently have on the table. We have other businesses here that help businesses grow, and we have other businesses here who serve and work in the community. And we can all come together and work with each other to grow faster and stronger as time goes on. I'm going to tell you about myself, Ultra Possible, and my place here in the community. I'm currently 26. I've been working at a job since the age of 20. A non-for-profit hospital, Ingalls Memorial Hospital, located in Harvey. And it was in 2011 where the tools and everything that I've developed today came based upon the needs of this community. 2012, there was a conference, a marriage conference located at Mount Chautauqua up in Chicago. And out of that conference, we said that we need a place to have singles meet up so they can get married. We need to put together a calendar so this activity can happen. So I wasn't familiar with building websites, but I didn't have the money to pay anybody to do so. So I had to do it myself. I had to go online and I had to learn with all the free resources that are on there. I mean, I always talk about a cell phone. It's like having the Library of Congress in your pocket, access to that kind of information. And that's how we have to see it. So after years of studying, and I'm still studying, I was able to actually put together a website called Top of Generation, using the content management system that most of us can learn how to use, though it is a very steep learning curve. And after building Top of Generation, I said, I can do this. You know, I could do this for multiple organizations. I can do this for a living. So I began to hone that craft and learn different coding languages using free resources online. You don't have to go to college to do these things. The information is provided to you. And alhamdulillah, officially November 26, 2013, I incorporated. And I'm beginning to, alhamdulillah, develop as time goes on, making sure that I keep everything in line from the taxing side of it, making sure that all my numbers are good, that my business is solid from the beginning to the end, and work on the business plan, and strengthening that so it can't exist without my presence, inshallah, in the future. Essentially, that's how we all are. Our talents arise from the needs around us. And we should use that need, because we have a lot of need around us, to help develop ourselves and to rise up to meet that And inshallah, this network and this business team will help us do that. All right. With that, I'd like to go ahead and introduce the president of the National Muslim Business Council, Brother David K. Hassan.
Thank you, Bill. Allah's name, the merciful benefactor, the merciful redeemer. We bear witness, open, there's nothing to worship besides Allah alone. We witness that Muhammad's messenger. Brother Wallace, president of Mosque, organizers. His wife, Sister Robin, I mean, come on. Working couple here. Working couple. You know, to make things maintain. Father, Imam, wife, Mohammed, may Allah forgive him for sins in paradise. Trying to maintain. Trying to grow. Take us where we need to go. And we thank Allah for you. And your family. And all of those supporters and organizers who continue to make this happen year after year after year. But a lot of us says in the Quran that we all have to be able to be patient, persevere. Be patient, persevere. It's coming. Where are you going? If you're tied to your mama and your daddy, you may go away for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. Eventually you're coming back. One way or the other, you are coming back. Without nothing, or having something, or sick, one way you are coming back. Because a lot of Most High tells us in the room, reference the womb. Is that what he says? So he's already instructed that. So if he's already instructed that, it's going to happen. So brothers and sisters, we're happy and thankful to Allah. Thank you for Brother Waters for allowing Business Association, Business Society to be a part of Mosque. That's the way the Imam wanted. Am I right?
Yes.
That's the way he wanted.
Absolutely.
He wanted the business and religious and what we're doing be a marriage.
Right.
And what he has instructed me to do upstairs at the Ramadi across the street and called me up and told me that we want to accomplish every year 3 months before the convention. That's the instructions. I got several people who's witnessed that. Where's Brother Hoffman? Hoffman was in security. He witnessed that. 3 months before the convention. And it's going to happen. And hopefully, inshallah, that things will come about what we need to come about, and Allah will make a way. We got to depend on Allah. We got to have faith. If we have faith and belief, that's what maintains us here, brothers and sisters, through faith, through belief. We can't depend on our individual. Individuals get sick. They get tired. They get weak. They fall out. They get broke. They go bankrupt. The number goes on and on, right? But Allah is here forever. And once you begin to have faith in Allah, and Allah said in the Quran that believe in the unseen, that you can't see with your physical eye or touch. And if you have faith in the unseen, you don't know what's around that corner, and Allah bless you, then He bless you what you need, what your heart is sincere about. You got to be sincere. You got to be sincere. That's where the blessings come. And truly, I can say that Allah has blessed me in so many ways, and many believers around the country, including His son and Allah, along with His family. He has blessed us because why? We're here. Allah didn't tell you for them to be the rest of you here. We're going to worry about it if they're not here. You're not going to worry about it. Allah's blessed us. And He says in the Quran, He said, rise out of you a band, a group. Am I right? Promote that which is good and forbidden that which is wrong. And that's what we're doing. He talked about the band. Look what we got here. This is a group. This is a band. What are we waiting on? It don't take everybody to do everything we need to do to be successful. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad proving that.
That's right.
Do for self.
That's right.
We're supposed to be the lead when it comes to economics, Muslims. Everybody got their cue from us. From the Muslims. Jesse Jackson have told me that when I was at the lead there, the Black Caucus lead there in Washington, D.C. back here in October. He said that the cue for business and economic came from Elijah Muhammad for African Americans. Yeah. We the lead, so why we not leading? Why we not got what we need? We got what we need because we're not coming together. We're not organized ourselves. In order for us to be successful, brothers and sisters, we're going to have to organize ourselves. Believe it or not, the brother said he needed a roof on the masjid. And I'm saying that which we would give whatever we can around the country, but you got New Jersey, a big Muslim population, should put that roof on. I told Imam I'm coming in the city. I was in Hartford, Connecticut, and spoke with all the imams across the country about 3 weeks ago in New England states, and the business people 3 weeks ago. And I showed them, they created an association right now as we speak. And now the association in that city has come together. The association that took place in Atlanta, some of the other associations, I put them out and say, hey, the Imam said he needed a roof. The Imam said he needed this. The Imam said he needed that. The Imam said, what y'all doing down there? Guess what? In 30 days they took care. Where did the money come from? Did it come from the immigrants? Yes. Did it come from the African Americans? Yes. Did it come from just Christian Muslim brothers? Yes. It come from all people who's in that association. That's who bought the roof. That's who bought whatever needed in that masjid. Because it was organized, and I can make a telephone call and say, this is what your Imam wants. And y'all supposed to be the organization down there. Then y'all supposed to handle that. And the same thing with Mosque needs something. We got to handle that. We got to take care of whatever necessarily needs. The business society. Has we been doing it? No. Has we been trying to organize? Yes. We've been trying to organize. We've been trying to put it together. The man came down with conference. Brother Wallace came down with conference in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Nice crowd, big, was big, successful. Took care of him just like when the man was coming to town. So we got to organize. So right now, Brother Imam, we're coming to your city. Well, I'm coming to your city. We're going to have a fundraiser. We're going to get the roof. And all those business persons in your city going to get your roof.
Allahu Akbar.
What are we talking about here? What do you mean? Now, he can't do it. He's giving goodbyes. He's going to visit the sick. He's doing this and doing that. He should have a person who's talking about putting that roof on. It's not no more first resurrection. Let the Imam do everything and the minister do everything. Lieutenants and captains, that's over with.
That's right.
The Imam cannot do it all. How you expect him to do it all? That's why the Imam said we need to establish the 4 legs in our community. The 4 legs in our community. We need to establish the business. We need to establish the political. We need to establish education. And we need to establish culture. Ain't that what he said? Ain't that the way they're supposed to be working? Didn't we follow him, then we should put that in place? Then if we're not putting it in place, then what in the hell are you doing here? Hey, he left it there for us to do. And if you really truly say you loyal to the Imam and his direction and his vision, then you'll be behind his son.
That's right. That's right.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
I said that at an Imam's meeting and they holler like a baby. And I asked him, I said, why are you upset? Why y'all have an uproar? I didn't say that he was the Imam wife of Deen Mohammed, but he's a leader in his own way.
That's right.
That's right.
I said, let me explain that to you. I'm not trying to say that this is his father's son is like his father in the same footsteps, but you got to give respect where respect is due. And you got to say that he is a leader in his own right. And I told him I have a right to say he's my leader. You can't take that from me. I thought we was in freedom. I thought we got freedom, justice, and equality here. I thought Imam Wafdi Muhammad told me to have an independent mind. That I can make my own decisions. Not by these big shot imams.
Allahu Akbar.
So I didn't tell them about them. They can't even tell me. I was a man of 21 years old, built a masjid from the ground up. Top my record. Top my record.